Yeah, I'm back with another video. And I know for sure this one gonna be this one definitely gonna be the last video because I'm too sure at this point. These motherfuckers know what's going. I'm too sure where they mind at. You heard me? The videos would have stopped a lot sooner, but they wouldn't let me see nothing. So it's almost like I was making these videos to make show. You see what I'm saying? To tell you the truth, you know. Only reason I kept making these videos was to make show. See what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers was quiet. So I had to wonder, was they stupid on multiple? You heard? I had to wonder, was the public stupid on multiple? See what I'm saying? But now we done got to the point to where it's so simple that I know they see it. See what I'm saying? I know they know. I know they not, you know what I'm saying? You can't possibly be this stupid. See what I'm saying? I know the public is stupid, but I was wondering, was they stupid on multiple? So I had to make sure. So once it got this simple, now I know I don't have to make no more videos. So that's a good feeling when I know I don't have to make no more videos. You heard? So and just to let you know how sure I am, like, when I started getting information like the Chris Rock and Will Smith. When I start knowing stuff like that, you know it's at the end. For me to know that butt whooping started like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and you know I was able to see that. So it's almost like now I'm present. Why, you see what I'm saying? It's almost like now I get to experience what y'all experienced when that butt whooping first started. Now I could be like, oh, so that's how it was. It was like when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Oh, well, then I know everybody know that. I know everybody been knew. See how simple that was? So when I find out stuff like that, you know it's at the end. You know it's over. See what I'm saying? So it's embarrassing though, because they still being quiet, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Even Candy never started back talking. You see what I'm talking about? So now she just, it's almost like she digressed. You heard me? It's almost like she digressed. Where did I get that word from? I think I got that word from GOCC. I think I got that word from GOCC, watching GOCC all them years. I think Candy just digressed. Fuck. You heard me? Watching that GOCC church, watching GOCC church all them years, that's where I got that word from. But yeah, I think Candy just digressed over the years or whatever. So she fell back with the public or whatever. So just to keep it moving. Now, you see how it got so simple now. See, this is why I'm glad I just gave in to that butt whooping a long time ago. Cause it would be more embarrassing if I had to just now give into it now, right? It's better to just give in early. You know what I'm saying? Cause you save yourself the embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, in 2019, I was going hard defending it. Like, I wasn't giving in 2019. I really thought, see what I'm saying? Cause the girls was confusing me. They was all saying, it was too many girls still saying it was sexy in the bus shows. And some of them was saying real sexy. So I was defending it. I wasn't about to give in. I wasn't nowhere close to giving in 2019. 2019 is when I was going hard defending the king's butt. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But by the time the end of 2020, oh no, that was it. You know what I'm saying? by the time 2021. Definitely by 2021, I wasn't saying none of that stuff no more. Cause I knew. See what I'm saying? So it's really like the end of 2020 or some shit like that. You ain't hear me saying that stuff no more that I was saying in 2020. I went ahead and just gave in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about. So since I know a lot of this stuff be happening at the same time, cause that's what I'm starting to see now. Well, that also tells me that if you 9 times out of 10, cause I don't know what I don't know where their mind was at, but 9 times out of 10, if you knew enough at the end of 2020, if you knew enough by 2021 for sure, to where you wouldn't try to argue that butt whooping. See what I'm saying? Because that's why Danielle was surprising. Because I wouldn't argue it in 2021 when I found Danielle. So in the beginning of 2021, you already had heard enough to where you wouldn't even argue that butt whip. See what I'm saying? So by the beginning of 2021. So that tells me by the beginning of 2021, 9 times out of 10, the public already had enough information to know I'm the real king. See what I'm saying? It's not like, it's not, you see what I'm talking about? And I know that on multiple because of Marissa. She hadn't even been on the internet. She hadn't even been on Instagram since 2021. And she was in the room calling herself the queen in 2023 in the hotel. Calling me daddy, calling herself the queen. So if a Mexican girl know I'm the king, and she ain't saw nothing since 2021. So that's telling me in 2021, a Mexican girl had enough information to know that I'm the king. In 2001, it was where a Mexican girl could say I'm the king. In 2021. So I didn't even start talking until 2022. I didn't even start making no videos. So that's almost like saying I should have never had to make them videos. You niggas had enough information before that. See what I'm saying? I should have never had to be making them videos. They had enough information before 2022 to know I'm the king. So in 2022, I'm that show. I was just making show. I was just making show in 2000. When I was making them videos, I was just making show. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, when nobody don't say nothing, you gotta wonder, you gotta wonder if they stupid on multiple. You know what I'm saying? But now I don't have to wonder that because I know they not this stupid. You can't be. You heard? I know Marissa ain't that much smarter than y'all. If she knew I was the king from looking at it in 2000, from the stuff she had, from the information she had in 2020 and early 2021, she had enough information to know I'm the king because she Mexican. So the black women knew you was the king. It's enough information to where a Mexican girl would say you the king in 2021. So why the hell you got to be talking to black women in 2022 trying to prove to them you the king when a Mexican girl know you the king in 2021? See what I'm saying? That's almost like saying they were just using you for the entertainment in 2022. They knew you was the king. They were just being quiet so you would talk some more. See what I'm talking about? So and when I talk about that Chris Rock and Will Smith, well, I don't think that's no question because if the first one started off like that, well, we know you probably had about 3 or 4 more times where it was like a Will Smith, Chris Rock moment, right? You probably had about 3 or 4 more times like that. You see what I'm saying? When they showed the exes, it probably was like that again. When they showed the 9-year-old boys, it probably was like another Will Smith and Chris Rock moment. You see what I'm saying? You probably had 3 or 4 times where it was like that. So, at this point, it's so simple to where I won't say nothing else. I mean, I won't say nothing else about that. And it's so simple. And see the crazy part is, it's the went for so long to where now the NBA girls is under that umbrella, I guess. The NBA girls is under that umbrella now. To where I won't say nothing to them either. See what I'm saying? They respect it so low, I won't say nothing to them either. So I guess it's time to go to another country on multiple. Because, I won't say nothing to them. I see why God saying go to another country. I see why. Because when it gets this simple, and those girls, they could see you the king that simple. If I know those girls in the NBA can see you the king that simple, well, there's nothing else to say to them. You know what I'm saying? I know they been knew you was the king. See what I'm saying? Because you can go ahead and just take Marissa's word for it. If Marissa could pretty much tell you they been knew you was the king. I could take her word for it. She was calling herself the queen too normal. You heard? So it's almost like saying, when it got to the time when you knew you take an ass whooping and you know you pack, that probably was the same time when they knew you was the king. And I been knew that. I'll go ahead and I'll go out on a limb and say, around the time when you knew you needed to stop arguing about that butt whooping, that probably the same time the public knew they needed to stop arguing about you being the king. It probably was. So if I been stopped arguing that butt whooping, that tells me y'all should have been stopped arguing that. Y'all should have been stopped arguing that I was the king. That's what it tells me. See what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know what they've been talking about, but it wasn't nothing to talk about for a long time. So I know for sure, I'm that show that I just been making show. See what I'm saying? I just been making show. All them times I was talking, I was just making show. So, this will be under 22 minutes because I'm not finna make a part 2 of this. You know, I'm just letting them know. I'm just letting them know. The only reason I kept talking is because I couldn't see nothing, and I had to wonder: is these people stupid on multiple? Because that's, you know what I'm saying. Because they got to be, you know, they see this heaven and hell stuff. Is they stupid on multiple? But see, now I don't have to wonder because it can't get no more simpler. You heard? It cannot get no more simpler. Fuck. Yeah. So that's why I say Candy and the rest of them girls in the NBA, they are officially like they you know they don't even need them. It's almost embarrassing that they even had God signs because they nowhere close to God. You know what I'm saying? They not even in the ballpark. You're I don't know why they got a God sign. They not close. You feel me? They completely on the other side. They completely on the other side. They got a God sign with somebody that they cannot even acknowledge. How you got a God sign with somebody you can't acknowledge? See what I'm saying? So, you know, them girls just look too embarrassing. They can't acknowledge you, but they can use you. I'm talking to the NBA girls. They can't acknowledge you, but they can use you though. You see what I'm saying? They can use you to do whatever they was doing. See what I'm talking about? So, you know, when they that bad, bro, I have to leave them alone. Fuck, them girls will fuck your head up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and like I said, I should have left them alone early. Whenever I showed them all 3 of your movies, was telling them that the girl need to help him, that one of them girls need to help you, because in all your movies you see a girl helping him. He start off by himself and then a girl have to help him. When them girls know that and none of them still won't help you, you should have cut their ass off then. You see what I'm saying? That was enough to cut the NBA girls off then. See what I'm saying? But I kept talking to them just to make sure. So all I've been doing is making sure the past year. I'm letting y'all know. So you can wonder what I was making sure of. But I was just making sure the past year, because trust me, I should have cut them NBA girls off when I told them about those movies, how every movie a girl have to help him and he start by himself, when they still wouldn't help and they see the movies telling them that. See what I'm saying? So it's almost like they'll do their judgment or whatever off the information they get with that ass whooping. But when they get information off other stuff, they don't do nothing with it. It's almost like they only use the information they get from the butt whooping. The NBA girls, that's the only information they want to use. What information you got about that ass whooping? We'll use that information. But any other information you got that's telling us we need to do something, we ain't gonna ignore that information. See what I'm saying? It's almost like with the 28. What information? See, they are used to 28 information when it pertains to the butt whooping. But when that 28 pertains to other stuff, they ignore the 28. Like when you find your daughter on the 28, they ignore that because you still don't have your daughter. See what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just putting it out there. Like, it'll be embarrassing if you still end up getting if I still end up getting more money than they fucking exes a whole nother way after they done stole 34 billion. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just putting it out there. Like, do not look for another video. I'm warning people, do not wait for another video. Do not expect another video. What the fuck I'm gonna tell you at this point? Candy, what the fuck I'm gonna tell these women at this point? What else do I need to tell them? What else could I tell them? There's nothing else to tell them if it's this simple. Like, you know, the NBA girls are so done. You know what I'm saying? They chose their side basically. See what I'm saying? It almost, you can almost say, I guess you could say this ended unbelievable. The ending is unbelievable. You still by yourself in the very end? Oh, well, there ain't nothing else to talk about then. It ain't even close. You still by yourself in the very end. It's like they didn't score at all. They talking about you don't score in the butt whooping, but you still by yourself in the very end when I could see shit this simple. They still hiding shit when I could see a monkey spread out on the fucking bed screaming to the number 9. See what I'm saying? And you saw how clear you could see on that Miami shit today. The Miami stuff just showed you too easy. It showed you too easy that I'm the king. The Miami Hurricane football team, it showed you too easy that I was the king. It showed you too easy. See what I'm saying? That's why I say it's embarrassing when they wait to the end and don't do shit. That's why now you see why I just let that butt whipping stuff go early. Like it would have been more embarrassing if I was still arguing that shit and then I just finally stopped when it got really, really simple. You see what I'm saying? No, I've been stopped arguing that shit. You know. Before the 9-year-old boys, I stopped arguing it. After the exes, I stopped arguing that shit. See what I'm saying? So I just had to let them know. They will not get another damn video. You know what I'm saying? You know, so just let them know. I already don't have nothing else to say at this point, but they got like 4 minutes left on the damn video. And I already don't have shit else to say. You heard? That shit was too simple today with the Miami Hurricanes football team. That shit, and then I didn't even expect to see that. I was just like, I knew, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't expect it to be that simple. I knew they had some shit in Miami that I never showed them, but I ain't expect it to be that simple to see it. It's finally to the point to where I know, y'all know I know. See what I'm saying? It's almost to the point to where, it's finally to the point to where I can say, I know y'all know. I know y'all know. See what I'm saying? If you get it. If you get what I'm saying. I know y'all know. I know y'all know. See what I'm saying? For the smart people who can get what I'm saying, it's finally to the point where I can say, I know y'all know. I know y'all know. See what I'm saying? The smart people can get it. So I don't need to talk to you no more. You feel me? See that being, so that's how you know the being quiet don't work. It won't work no more. You can be quiet as you want to be quiet. I know y'all know. I know y'all know. See what I'm saying? If you want to be slick, you could say, I know y'all know on multiple. I know y'all know on multiple. You feel me? You see how good I am with them words? It's that embarrassing at the end where I could say, I know y'all know. I know y'all know. So I don't need to say shit else. Being quiet don't work. I don't have to wonder. It is what it is. Fuck. You won't get no more videos out of me. You won't get no more words. You motherfuckers had enough information 2 years ago to know I'm the king. So, I don't know now, you know. So, ain't really much else to talk about at this point. So, motherfucker want me to talk, they had to talk to me in person or some shit. I ain't got shit else to say on these videos. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got shit else to say about none of these girls. The only girl I would even think about talking to now is Marissa if I find her in San Diego. I'm not thinking about talking to Sammy or Brandy or any of them girls because they can't even acknowledge me or talk. It's almost like saying, Brandy, if you can't acknowledge me at this point, it's no point. It's nothing else to say because it's nothing else. The reason why I say this is because there's nothing else I could tell you. So I didn't tell you all this shit. If you can't acknowledge me at this point, well, when you gonna acknowledge me? When I'm 50 or 60 years old? You see what I'm saying? I'm 39 right now. So if you can't acknowledge me right now, it's nothing else to say. Go on with your life. You know? Yeah, you use me for the little fame and attention. You know, whatever. Enjoy the little attention that you got. And go on with your life. I don't give a fuck. You heard? But they'll have to wonder what God gonna do about that. You heard? Cause I know for sure it's over now because when I'm done talking, I know for sure y'all ass is out of time. Cause I ain't got this shit else to say to you. So that's the perfect way for me to know when it's over. When I'm seriously done talking. Like I say, I know y'all know on multiple. Even when you're quiet. It's that simple. To where I can say, I know y'all know that I know y'all know. Fuck. So I'm finna go ahead and cut this fucking video off. Ain't shit else to say, you heard?